All right, guys, if you are into fresh, floral, citrus, aromatic fragrances, then I have the perfect fragrance for you, and we're about to get into it. So let's talk about it. What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. If it's your first time stopping by this channel, I talk about primarily fragrances, but I also get into talking about some fashion as well because I think you should smell good and look good. Just kind of think those two things go hand in hand. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then I hope you won't mind subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. That way when I upload new content, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I feel like is the perfect, really, this is the perfect spring summer fragrance. This thing is really fresh. It is really floral. It is very invigorating, very uplifting. Any of those great words that you can think about when you tend to think about a fragrance that is great for the spring and summer, this fragrance is it. It's a new fragrance that is released by the company thameenlondon, and the fragrance I'm talking about is Fanfare. So I'm going to run the intro, and when we come back, we're going to jump into it. You'll hear my thoughts on this new release from the house of thameenlondon. So if you want to hear what I have to say, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into the video. First off, let me show you a presentation on this fragrance. It actually comes with a sleeve on the top right here. And you can see the name of the fragrance, Fanfare, from the house, again, of thameenlondon. This is from the Bridolone collection. I think that's how you pronounce that. All right, so here's the box, guys. You slide the sleeve off. And this is the actual box. All right, once you take the sleeve off, that's really nice touch down the top. And you open it up and your fragrance will rest securely in the box like this. Outside of that, not much else going on with the presentation. It does say thameenlondon there on the front of the box there. But that is the presentation. Now the bottle is very minimalistic style bottle. I mean, obviously you can see the liquid right through the bottle there, very clear and transparent. They have the insignia there on the top, on the cap. And again, it does say the name of the fragrance right there on the front of the bottle. And on the back, you have your batch code, which is printed right there on the bottom of the bottle. But that is pretty much it for the presentation. But the presentation isn't the best part. It's actually what this fragrance smells like. So let's get into what it actually smells like. All right, guys, so the main note that you're gonna get in this fragrance right here is neroli. So I want to say that up front. Now, I personally love neroli, so that's why one of the main reasons I love this fragrance so much. So if you don't like neroli, it may be a little bit more difficult for you to like this one, but man, this thing smells absolutely heavenly. Now, it is the perfect time of the year for this because the perfect seasons for this, I would say, is going to be spring and summer. All right, spring and summer, perfect time for this because, again, you have that neroli in there. You have neroli in here. You have some very fresh, uplifting, bright citrus notes in the top. You have lemon. You have bergamot. So, again, you get that really nice citrus opening combined with the neroli. And also you get a little bit of a green kind of undercurrent to this fragrance that's starting to come in really, really early on in the fragrance as well. And it smells absolutely divine. Now, guys, I did receive this fragrance from Twisted Lily, and I will make sure I link it down below where you can get it. Also, use the code BOWTIE10 if you want to save 10%, if you want to check this fragrance out. But like I said, if you're into neroli fragrances, I think you're going to love this scent. Now it starts to develop, guys, it starts to get this really floral nuance, almost like jasmine. And it says floral notes, but doesn't specifically get into it. But I would say something like white florals, almost like a jasmine I kind of smell in this. But also, when you go outside in the springtime, when spring is just starting to, to come around, and you go outside and you see the pollen starting to fall on the ground, it's on your cars and all this other stuff, of course, and you get this smell of nectar, almost like honeysuckle. That's what I'm really getting from the heart of this fragrance. So again, you got this really, it's starting to be really green, but you also have this I guess this plethora of different floral nuances, primarily white florals, again, this kind of honeysuckle kind of vibe in this fragrance in the heart. And again, just takes you right to the springtime. It transports you right into the beginning of springtime. Again, when you see pollen all over the place, and you see bees, of course, gravitating to the flowers, man. This is exactly what this fragrance reminds me of when I smell it, man. So again, beautiful opening, and then you start to get these green nuances in the middle from rosemary and juniper berries, combined with that very heavy white floral honeysuckle kind of vibe in the heart of this fragrance. And again, the only way I could describe it is really, really heavenly, because that honeysuckle kind of gives this almost creamy nuance to this fragrance, and it really just really blew me away when I smelled this fragrance initially. Now, as it starts to dry down, we're gonna continue with the theme of green. Okay, so you got the patchouli and the vetiver in this scent comes off really green, so that contributes to, again, that overall green vibe that I'm talking about when I mentioned that this fragrance is really green. So you got vetiver in here, you got patchouli, again, you got neroli, you have juniper berries, you have rosemary. So again, slightly herbal green fragrance is really what you're gonna get when it starts to dry down. That combines with those florals, but it stays really, really fresh from start to finish. Like I said, this is, to me, is the perfect fragrance to wear in the springtime primarily, but also this could really work really well in the summertime as well. And I absolutely love this fragrance because outside of that, it actually performs really well for what it is. They call this a cologne elixir, and I think that's the best way I would describe it. You know, I think to me, you know, the floral nuance, that kind of honeysuckle vibe that gives this almost creamy nature to this fragrance really would lend itself to being more of a cologne elixir kind of fragrance. Again, I just really, really like it. The performance, I got 7 hours of performance out of this. And again, for the summertime, springtime, that's really, really good for what this fragrance is. But I think because they were able to infuse that patchouli and that vetiver in this scent, that really, really helps to kind of carry the scent and allow you to get what I would call really, really good performance out of this fragrance for what it is. And like I said, guys, you can check this fragrance out at Twisted Lily. I think this is a 3.4 ounce. Yep, this is a 3.4 ounce bottle. All right, and it retails for $295. But of course, if you use the code BOWTIE10, you'll be able to save yourself 10% off of it. But if you're looking for a signature scent fragrance to wear during the spring and the summertime, guys, this is one I think you really need to get your nose on. Check it out. It's from the house of thameenlondon. And again, this one is called Fanfare. But that's it, guys. That's my time, man. Like I said, if you want to check it out, make sure I link it down below where you guys can do so. Head over to Twisted Lily and check out the newest release from the house of thameenlondon, again, called Fanfare. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you guys don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.